Alright, welcome to turn 23 of Late Age Midgard. All kinds of stuff is happening, it looks like. A messenger has arrived from man. Let's see. Just checking out my messages here. Okay. Alright, messenger has arrived from man. Let's see. Elves will talk peace with you when you can act peacefully. Your treacherous actions have dissolved all coordinated attacks against the might of Miklan. Well, that was the point. And have now all but handed them ascension. That crime will forever be shackled to your name. And to set the record straight, it wasn't the Wardens of Avalon that sent an arcane arrow in your direction. Yeah, that's I know. That doesn't stop me from pinning it on you, though. A messenger has arrived from Utgard. Well met, small cousins. The scheming and arguing between all the small folk is rather confusing to me, and I haven't yet figured out what all the cacophony is about. I don't see how what troops I place in 119 is any of your business, though you may rest assured that I don't intend to send any large amount of troops there soon. Despite your short nature, you have progressed far in your quest for godhood, and we must be vigilant lest you try and surprise us by grabbing additional thrones quickly. For this reason, we are not ready to commit to any delayed attacking, nor for that matter do we intend to do any immediate attacking. Your actions and your success will inform our future plans. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he's got the Pantocrator now. Eh? Slither, the Merchant of Souls. Well, Sabouts did it. Maybe that would have been easier for me to take than I thought. Ragnar out, okay, has cast Arouse Hunger. And Pickles the Drummer has cast Seeking Arrow. Suitable target, good. And suitable target, great. And let's see, Armilla Groves, this should be the undead. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's speed it up a bit. As long as they don't snipe the commander. Go, go, ghouls. Yay, we did it. 8 death gems to take Ulm's cap circle. Alright, good job, guys. Good job, undead. Crippled units died. Crippled unit died. Broken stones. Where is broken stones? Okay. Already fleeing, huh? That's crazy. How is he casting, Oh, he has flaming weapons as his... Okay. That's interesting. I didn't realize flaming weapons would affect range weapons, too. Okay. Forlorn Flowers. Alright. Oh, he's just pinging. Okay. And Barony of R. This is my province, actually. How do you get all the way over here? I didn't think he was in a position to attack any of my provinces. Pretty sure Barony of R is mine. Might be one of my cap circle. Let's see, Lost Kingdom. Yeah, we don't need to see that, do we? Alright, let's see what the total is. Dupe. And... okay. And... One Flowers. Yeah, he just pinged. Okay, Bearing of R. Okay, we lost all of our province defense. And Lost Kingdom. Yep. Alright, well, we're gonna have a problem taking on man. He's finally got himself together. Let's see, Pale Depths. Well, we just wanted to see what they had here. Alright, Dragon Pass. Okay. Oh, we need to take a look at our retreat details too. At least here. Oh, he got away. Okay. And Krithia Vineyard. All right. All right. And Xongrad. Okay. Okay. And Cragger's Inlet. Sabouts. Do this, man. I don't think we can kill those. Okay. Well, Sabouts has attacked me. Your undead and demonic troops in our Milla Groves are being struck by holy fire. Okay. And Invo died, as we suspected he might. Did he get his troops over here, though? Looks like he did. Interesting. Well, cool. He's moving his army down here. We have taken this from him. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. We took a valuable magic site. Alright. Yeah, where did this... I don't know how I missed seeing this army sneak in here. Well, I'll look around off screen, guys, but right now I think everybody's just going to attack me, so I think I'm out. Sorry, I know I'm getting all the feedback now from you guys saying I just needed to focus on the level 3 throne. And I think considering how easily Sabouts must have taken it, that, yeah, probably should have stuck with that. But anyway, now Sabouts is attacking me without even any messages. It's like, really? I don't know what I'm going to do. We have one worthy army over here, really, and that's it. So, yeah, let's just keep punishing Ulm, I guess. I don't know. I got to do something about man's armies, but what can I do? I'll have to think about it off camera. All right, as always, I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, here's the turn as I've got it planned out to the best of my ability. So it's continuing Viking vengeance. That's what's on the menu. I'm gonna move my scouts from this newly conquered land of Miklan into Man. I understand now how this happened. His troops have stealth, which I wasn't aware of. That's my own fault. So yeah, we're gonna pull our scouts in to keep track on what my provinces look like, or what these provinces look like over here in terms of province defense and we're moving Mogmal back into Skatekian Steppes. What I expect is going to happen on the front with Man is I think he's going to move this army into Junko Flats, this army into Skatekian Steppes, and these two armies probably into Fickle Scourge. And then he may be able to siege High Watch with his Prophet over here. So that's probably what he's thinking on doing. Now, I don't really want to lose any of this territory, but if I'm going to say what a potential silver lining is that by taking Junko Flats, he solves an issue of border tension that I have with Utgard. I don't know what Utgard is doing, if he's got plans to move against me or not. He's not got his army here, so that's one thing. Still don't trust Utgard. I am going to try to preach down this Dominion here. I think, anyway, this particular army over here has 2 commanders. So I'm going to try something here with Seeking Arrow. I haven't used this spell very often, but I'm casting 3 Seeking Arrows because that's the number of excuse me, mages that I have that can cast it into Barony of R. Now, it's supposed to do 8 armor negating damage, and if we take a look here at Barony of R, these Lord Wardens have 14 hit points, which means odds are I should be able to kill at least one of them, I'm hoping. If I ended up killing 2 of them, that'd be great. This costs me quite a bit of air gems. But the idea is, if I can kill one of his troops, and then the other one leads his troops into here, then I should be able to do it again and kill the other one and effectively stop this army's movement, and then I can take back these provinces at my leisure since his troops won't have any leadership. This army here, anyway, will be able to move into R if he chooses to. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's not great. It's not great. We're losing, but we are doing what we set out to do, which is to get Avalon away from Mictlan and get Mictlan in Ulm's face, and that's happening over here. Mictlan's also thankfully going after Man, which I want. And anyway, over here, I'm just moving a few troops, like Burr is going over to Angelic Reach, and I've got another ferryman, Vimmer, is going over into Flat Plenty, sorry. And let's take a look at the recruitment real quick, because that's where all my money's going. So Midgard, we're recruiting a Volva and a Van Jarl, and Vans and Einhirs, and an Axe Huskarl, since we're fighting high armor troops at the moment, or we will be. And over here, Grey Peak, I'm getting crossbowmen because if a fight does take place in Grey Peak, it's going to be inside that castle walls, so I might as well take as much archery as I can get. Angelic Reach, I'm moving Valiant Thor into Windswept Reach to get him up here to Grey Peak. I am going ahead and see if we can get a castle up in time. It's a little late, because if he moves here and then he moves here, I don't think I'm going to get it. But if I can stall him in any way, shape, or form, like I said with those Seeking Arrows, that'll be great. That'll get that castle up in time. So that's the idea there. Over here, I've given my newly constructed Bloodstone to Toki Wartooth, and he's going to construct a Earth Boots. And the reason for that is because if Man attacks me in Midgard, or if it comes down to having to fight here in Midgard, I've got my troops semi-set up at the moment for what I want them to do. Because Ragnar Tyleson has Death 3, I'm giving him invulnerability. You guys can tell me, although it'll be too late, whether you think this is redundant, putting Temper Flesh plus invulnerability on him. I don't know. I'll continue probably to look into it. But over here, nothing special there. But I'm going to get ready for Maws of the Earth. Now, with Earth Boots and the Bloodstone, you can see I've given him a ton of Earth Gems right now. But if I can get a lot of guys up to Earth 2 or Earth 3, I can start casting Maws of Earth, and I think this is the best counter I have currently available against Man. It's 30 plus range, which is really good. Area of effect is pretty good. Damage is exactly what I need against his troops. and most importantly, it's armor piercing, doesn't affect flying or floating units, that's fine, and gives earth grip. This should be able to counter, I hope, help counter his arrow spam troops. So yeah, like I said, if we look at Barony of R, let's go ahead and check out his bless and see if there's any surprises in there other than the fire arrows. But as you can see, when's he gonna bless? There you go. So now these guys have just 13 hit points. So again, it'll be enough damage to kill these guys pretty quickly. Just flaming weapons, precision, and missile range. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan if it comes down to it. And then of course these guys are just hit points 10, so I can get them. Yeah, so that's all I got for them. It'll help against Miklan as well. It's not really gonna, I don't know if it's gonna do much against the giants, but I gotta just deal with the problems that are in front of me. I don't think it's gonna do much against Ulm either, because I think his vampires float. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's like I said, it's what I got. That's why I'm focusing on the Earth Boot forging, because there are some other alternatives I have, such as getting vine shields and flaming swords and such like that, to get ready to start thugging. If I had not lost my Pretender, now would be a good time, better late than never, to fully commit to trying to take Swedjord from Sabouts. Now he's cleared out that army. But I don't, so we're going to continue with our blood feud with Ulm and Avalon, and I'm sending some incendiary messages to them, which I'll get to here in a sec. So yeah, over here in Sly Wheatlocks, and my Blessed Army's going up here to try to take it out. Over here, there's that weird message that my troops are being struck by holy fire, and that's got to be a magic site that I'm not aware of, or I don't see, and that Ulm did not find. So these troops are stuck because the holy fire killed, of course, my undead leader. You know, because that's exactly what would happen. Over here, I am going to go ahead and attack Songrad. So there is a lot of PD over here. I'm just going to throw in all my Iron Hears and my Skin Shifters, and I'm taking in some mage support, cast Body Ethereal, and Luck, and Solar Rays in case there's any undead. And yeah, just try to etherealize up some of my guys, give them luck, and if he doesn't move in any special mage support, we should be okay, but he's moved his army down here, so I don't know if it's likely that he's going to move it back up here. And probably he's going to Logger's camp to try to handle that. And yeah, who knows, might be pretty clever of him to do this, but that's also why we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, and we're going for Bacony Hollow as well. And over here, we're going to wind guide up our archery units, and I've got all my spear chuckers over here as well as some guys that are coming in from afar. And yeah, we're going to try to take Bacony Hollow. Stink Bog is really not worth very much to me, otherwise I would like to take it. It has a risk of bumping with Miklan, although I think highly unlikely. Yeah, highly unlikely. Who knows, maybe Miklan will see this and decide to just move into Stink Bog instead, and I don't want to step on Miklan particularly. So yeah, we're going to try to take as much as we can from Ulm. Ulm is going to have to do something about this province, so that certainly interferes with some of what he might do. I don't think this one can cross the river, so he's going to have to move these guys over there, or these guys, or these guys, which is just going to slow down his armies from consolidating. In the meantime, I'm suffering. Yeah, this is gonna hurt quite a bit giving this back to man, but it's all I can do. We'll have to deal with man when we get a chance. We're going back into Pale Depths, or not going. Well, yeah, we are going back technically. I'm gonna go ahead and send Sabish Ka as well, just to buy an extra leader in case something bad happens. Although, what is he going to do? I mean, if these two leaders go, then the undead are going to flee, regardless of him being there or not, so who cares? Whatever, he's going in to the Pale Depths, and I think we can take that out. So, over here, Oh, we aren't recruiting anybody over here. Well, I need to think about that. I need to think about that for sure. Because I'm going to be dealing with man over here. Which means, what are we recruiting here? Okay. Need to think about that. So, I guess we're going to grab some chaff units. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to grab. I think... No. What am I thinking? Let's grab archers. Right? Isn't archers what I'm going to want to counter him with? Tough call. Tough call. He's got those dang fire weapons. Shoot, guys, I don't know. I didn't have enough time to think about that one. Let's go ahead and go for the archers. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, so High Watch, we're going to get archers in there in case if his army shows up here, we're going to need to think about the defense of this castle. And we will... again, this one's going to be 2 months as well. I'm not going to get it up in time if he does move here and decides to go after High Watch. He may try going for Grog's Rock instead, but, you know, whatever. I am moving, of course, this guy in there to Fickle Scourge, so we can keep an eye on it. And if he doesn't put enough province defense to hold these provinces, of course I'm going to attack them and take them back. So even 10 province defense, I think I might be able to break with just a generic, unequipped Van Jarl. So anyway, that's the idea. So again, we just got to keep track of where people are. And kind of hurts that I don't have better vision of this area. Because if I do lose this, I'm going to lose track of what armies are here. So anyway, it's a bit of a risk. But that's the position I've put myself in, so I'm going to have to deal with it. I am recruiting the Ichthyid warriors down here for 10 gold, 9 recruitment points, and the reason for that is if I have to withstand a siege. So we've got this army over here in Krager's Inlet. So what is this? Strength 16, and he's got 3 of them, so something 40-something. I wish I had the range on my seeking arrows to hit this province. That's a bad thing, is I cannot hit moss flowers with seeking arrow, and I don't have the lab or anything up here to create to recruit Galderman, because that would be perfect, because then I could just take out his leader and teach him a lesson about what it means to be doing this kind of nonsense. I don't know why Sabaut's made this move. It would make sense if he brought his pretender, because then it'd be like, oh, he just didn't know I had a castle here yet, maybe, and was thinking he could grab this real quick. But I don't know what he's doing, man. I really don't. But we're going to prepare to be sieged. And these are the best return on investment for that. Strength 11 is what's going to matter for keeping up the walls. These guys have higher strength, but they also cost, you know, well over twice as much. So 2.5 times as much. So that's why we're grabbing the Ichthyos over there, even though it's not very useful having troops down here. But I can do something, so I'll try to do something anyway. Anyway, this guy here is going to be able to kill anything he meets, so I would like to see these guys fight. I'm dreading getting into a war with Utgard. Utgard is going to be the worst to fight against in this series. I'm pretty sure Lucid's feeling the same way. As you can see, Satis is expanding. Satis has probably gotten quite big at this point. I don't know how big, but probably quite big. I don't know what Pangea is doing. Dwarf Comics had some things come up in his personal life as well, so he's been a little slow on some of his turns, but it's with good reason. But anyway, so I've been kind of laying off on him. I haven't been sending him any aggressive messages as I was wont to do. Anyway, Yeah, so we're going to try to take these 3, put a siege on Songrad. We're not going to stay in Songrad, obviously, but it's going to disrupt Ulm slightly. This is a wealthy province, I would think. So, yeah, just do what we can to slow down Ulm and bankrupt his army, preferably. I would like to know what's going on over here with this border, but if Sabautz is coming out over here against me, then he's probably not wanting to come out over here against Ulm. I wish he would, because I just want to kill Ulm at this point. And, yeah, Miklan's quite big. And, yeah, I think that's basically it. So I got my research to go over here. We are grabbing enchantment level 4. The other thing that's going to help eventually is flaming arrows. So this is how I'm going to counter troops like what Sabautz has. These dang Hydras, and Utgard, I think, as well. At the moment, like I said, these aren't perfect counters. These are just what I can come up with that are in my grasp. But yeah, firing flaming arrows at his troops is about the only thing I can think of right now for Utgard to do damage, because he's got those other high resistances to normal troops. And if I have to get into an arrow fight with man, it'll at least even the playing field a bit. But the only person who can cast flaming arrows, obviously, is Gandorf. And how I'm going to make that happen, I don't know. But it's what we're doing. Okay. And yeah, Grey Peak, we're recruiting archers. Angelic Reach, we're getting our Einheers. Maybe I should prioritize getting those Einheers down here. Well, yes. Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Okay. So, Einheers. Alright, let's just wipe them all out. Oh, we are obviously getting Volvas. Okay, looks like that's the best we can do. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything else except going over what my combat plans are. As you can see, Wind Guide on my archers here to help out a bit. And, yeah, that's it. Gift of Flight on Gordon Overkill and see what he does. Over here, you guys saw, we're just buffing up as much as we can with Body Ethereal and Luck. And then over here is just my Sacred Army doing its thing. Again, Nathan Explosion will take flight and attack rear. And that's it. That is it, other than I already went over what my foraging is, my seeking arrows, all of that. Okay, so let's take a look at our messages. I'm not sure how aggressive to be in my messages, but we'll see what happens. So first, a message to Pythium. Lizard lovers, what M's wrongs with yous? Has you the brain worms? I have no idea what he is doing. Alright, message to man. So then, who is sending arrows at us? Tells us who else cans be doing this, so we may smites them. We can seize no one but Avalon who cans does this, and we's also knows nows about your secrets plots against us. You very big hypocrites to talks at us the ways you does. Bloodman never lies to us. Bloodman never complains to us, except for scary stories you told about them. They's has always what's been good neighbors to us. Thinks we rather serves under yous or Ulms then? Ha! We not's allies with Bloodmen, but we prefers their rulings to that of yous and Ulm. You nots attacks Ulm, you enemies with Midgard. You attacks us, we takes you down with us. You speaks truths carefully now, we trusts you not. So, yeah. Of course, man, I know is not throwing arrows, but we're just going to try to do a little bit to see if he can... He didn't reveal anything by saying that, but let's see what he says in response to my demand that he tell us who's sending seeking arrows at us. He may know me well enough to know that I'm just full of BS. All right, message to Utgard. Giantkin, we makes new proposals then. You takes lands from Avalon, even though those lands once belongs Midgard. We honors your claims to those lands as part of treaty. There's only one reason for yous to put army in Grogmire, and that's to attack Midgard. We just saying's what's obvious. We wishes only focus on destructions of Ulm, and after that, Avalon. So, yeah, I'll make a deal with Utgard. If Utgard takes these provinces from Avalon that used to belong to me, yeah, screw it. I'll honor a three-month non-aggression pact with him for that. I mean, it's a situation where I still feel like Utgard's probably going to attack me one way or the other. So it's like, well, who's going to take Jonko Flats, Utgard or man? You know. So yeah. All right. Message to Mictlan. Bloodmen, we gives you informations to helps with common cause. Armies of man this month enters Barony of R with 68 troops. Broken Stones with 54 troops. Lost Kingdom with 56 troops. And Dragon Pass with 89 troops. They's led by Castellans with composition of wardens and rangers, we forgets. Only army in Dragon Pass has sorceress support. We sees Ulm is moving south to break your siege. We takes this time to raid Ulm. But we's goings to has to deal with man also. We expects man continues pushing into our territory. This gets in Utgard's way, as no doubts Utgard wants to eat Midgard. Pythium also is attacking us like crow feasts on corpses after battles. We yet still dedicated to destruction of Ulm and Avalon. We deals with crows laters if we live. It is cold winters in Midgard, but hatreds of Ulm burns hot. All right, and then this is the message I'm not sure to send to Ulm or not. We woods has givens you Witchgrove freely once war with Mictlan was overs, but yous chooses to betray us instead. Now Mictlan has territories what's once belongs to yous. This is costs of your treacheries. You thirsts for blood, now mays you chokes on it. Once the Einhir has suffered injury, he doesn't stops ever until foe em's dead or he em's dead. Don't looks to Avalon for aid. His armies are spreading into Midgard, even as Utgard is prepared to attacks. Now Avalon puts weakling troops between Vikings and giants. We tells yous this because it's not helps you, but we's glads to knows that yous knows whys your evil nation falls. I can't even read my own messages. He may misinterpret that, actually. What I'm trying to say to him is that what I just said before, which is that if man goes to Junko Flats, he's just putting himself between me and Utgard, which, you know, it's like, well, like I said, you know, either Utgard's going to attack me or man's going to attack me. So if man gets between me and Utgard, that's, you know, it is what it is. It's not exactly the worst. It's not as bad as if Utgard and man could attack me in separate places, you know? It's like only one person come through the front door at a time. So that's what I'm saying, is that if man goes here, then, you know, he's just getting in the way of Utgard. Now, the way Ulm might misinterpret that message is he might interpret it as being that Utgard is going to attack man, and then he may tell that to Utgard, and then Utgard may get mad at me thinking that I'm trying to spread lies about Utgard having a secret plot to attack man, which is not what I'm saying. But we'll see how they interpret that Viking English. And anyway, it'll be drama one way or the other. So I don't know. I just hope that... Anyway, that's the message I'm debating about. Whether I should send or not. I may or may not. But I also am kind of hoping that by taunting Ulm a little bit, he might reveal some information to me. I don't know. I have no intention of making peace with Ulm, though. Like, there's no... That's why I haven't sent him a message until now. Anyways, because it's like, what am I going to say? Hey, let's make a deal for peace? No, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm going to totally attack him. So... yeah, let's smash down Ulm as best we can. I'll have to leave and go back to defend myself against man, but I've had to do this before. It's just history repeating itself. I'm going out after Ulm as long as I can until man gets to my province cap, and then I'm going to have to go back there and do something about it. And hopefully history will repeat itself again in the sense that I'll just crush man at my capital. I mean, I think Daz is pretty committed to going after me and sticking with Ulm, even though that is the only way I will stop attacking Daz, is if he goes after Battle Moose, because I am so irritated with Battle Moose for what he did down here, even though I understand it. I understand why he did what he did, but it doesn't make me feel any better about it, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm giving him grief about what he did, because honestly, I wasn't going to keep Witchgrove. You know, it's not that it was a bad move of him to attack me here, and it's not that it was a good move of me to provoke him by going here, but I wasn't going to keep it. So in that sense, I'm telling the truth. I fully intended for him to take this province back just after I had claimed it, after I'd claimed the throne and plundered the province for one turn. So yeah, I am annoyed that I didn't get out of there before he attacked me. And then why would I attack Relaya Mercs when the undead were occupying here? So, but I'm sure you guys will tell me that, I mean, you guys are already telling me what a bad move that was. So anyway, that's my own punishment. All right. Yeah, don't know what else to say, guys. It's not a great game-winning strategy I've got going on here, but in absence of having a game-winning strategy or even a position in the game in which to fancy those thoughts, I've got to just decide what is my goal. And at the moment, my goal is the same as last time when Ulm screwed me, which is that I'm going to punish Ulm for doing what he did, justified or not. That's just the way it is. And yeah, Miklan has definitely been a better neighbor to me than Man or Ulm. To my knowledge, anyway, Miklan wasn't going around trying to start a secret alliance against me the way Man did. So you got that, justified or not. Anyway, talk to you in the next episode. See what happens. Yeah. Wish me luck, although I don't know what good it's going to do me at this point. We may be on our, like I said, I think we may be on our way out. The only way we're going to survive is if these guys go back into turtle mode. Yeah, so that's basically it. Okay, actually I am going to retract this message to Ulm because I don't think it's going to really help me. So, yeah, could cause more harm than good. So, there we go. We're going to continue a silent offensive against Ulm instead of trying to get into a banter war with him. Guys, I'm going to cancel this message to Man as well. I don't see it helping me sending these antagonizing messages as much as I'd like to trash talk the other guys. And considering that I am losing right now, I don't see that it's actually going to probably benefit me that much to trash talk right now. So I probably ought to keep trying not to lose the game too actively. Furthermore, I want the game to speed up, and I kind of worry that when I send messages, the other guys feel like they have to respond to them, and then that makes them take longer to take their turns. So, kind of in a reversal of our last series, where there were a lot of messages sent that I simply couldn't shove on screen for y'all. This time, there's a lot of messages I'm going ahead and showing you that I'm ending up not sending to anybody. So, there you have it. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.